Morning, everyone. Got my tea. It's like 8 o'clock in the morning, and on our way to the Autumn Leaf Autocross hosted by the North Hills Sports Car Club. Obviously, it's been like a year since I've raced the car. Had some mods going on in the spring, and then my daughter was born, so I didn't really have time to go and race. So we're in Southside right now because the Liberty Bridge is closed, and when we get there, we'll do the usual like walk around and see what else is in the SMF class. So hopefully it's a decent turnout. It's a beautiful day. It's actually a little cold this morning. I had to tape up my oil cooler so that my engine temps would stay decently warm. So got to go across the Birmingham Bridge here. No tunnels today for any sound. So see you when we get there. Alright, so going to do the first run. There's a lot of cars here, a lot of cars that look like they are a lot faster than me. So the first run we're going to do on me, so hopefully you can see the controls and I can get some feedback on how I'm driving the wheel. So now I got to wait in line here.
Joe in Stratus, very interesting car, running a 3-pod front-wheel drive. Looks fast. Of course, still stands.
Yeah, but I've been like 33, like low 33, like high 33 all day.
By my fat butt.
Till next time. Alright, so looking at the results from the event 2 days ago. Today is Tuesday, and I'm filming this now that everything's posted. So there was 12 drivers in my class, even though like some of the guys shared cars. So my time was my best time was 33.41, which was my second lap. So the fastest car in the class was that Honda Civic, the 90s EF. He got first with a 28.9. That thing was fast. It's on slicks and got ridiculous aero, and it's probably light as hell. I never saw him pop the hood, so I'm not sure exactly what's all done to the engine. And then second was that 03 Passat. That thing had some awesome like fucking anti-lag launch control thing. Still could, I mean, had a little bit of body roll. I saw him three-wheel a little bit, but that thing was quick. And third was the 2000 Honda Civic with a 30.155. The Passat was a 30.082. So I was about 3.5 seconds off of like the top three. More of obviously for the Civic, but to place first, second, or third, they were in the low 30s, just on the hair of 30. The cars they beat were the two Chevy Sonics and that the Dodge Daytona. It had a decently sized turbo on it, so I beat those three cars. Overall, when I counted it out, I was faster than 35 other drivers, so that puts me in the top 100. But this weekend's race wasn't really about placing and stuff. I was curious about that, but I was really concerned since this was the first time the car was going to be out. So obviously it was coilovers, new driver seats, some interior removed, and polyfilled mounts. Those were like the main things that changed on the car. So first, the suspension. The car is completely different. It is super like consistent. Like there's no, before the car had some pretty decent like lift off oversteer. Like you go into a turn, lift off, you'd feel that back end come out, even slide it a little bit. Now the car is planted. There is still some like understeer if I really push it too hard, but there's no more lift off oversteer. So I was used to like expecting that, and it never happened. There's like no body roll anymore, and the car launches amazingly, which is partly there's no squat from the springs, and then there's no like wheel hop or judder from like the engine with the new poly mount. So it's really solid launch. And the seat, I had to pull the cushions out. I planned on it to pull the cushions out off the bottom so I could sit and have the helmet space, and it was super comfortable. That NRG seat is super comfortable, nice and rigid. I had no complaints on it. I love that seat. And the car, I just got to like basically learn to drive it again, if that makes sense. So basically I was pretty happy with the event. The car ran perfectly. You know, there was no rubbing on the suspension, nothing I could really complain about. I just need to get some more seat time. I do want to get the final drive gears in over winter after it's back from being fixed from rust. And one last thing is that course was set up, because there was a lot of cars, to be a very fast course. I heard the announcer saying some of the guys were getting in the second gear on the higher horsepower cars that they never normally get up that fast. So that's just kind of my idea. Like a lot of the higher torque cars were loving that course yesterday, and me with my like 205 crank horsepower, you know, it was a little bit of a struggle, but it was still a fun day. It was awesome weather. So basically that's it. This is the end of the video, so hope you like it. Until next time, like and subscribe.